Hey everybody, welcome to my YouTube channel. I want to get with the video today. It's something a little different than really what's manga or drawing manga. It's something like a book that I created. First, say if you want to publish your manga and you're looking for a publisher or something like that, it's sometimes hard to find a manga publisher so you can publish your work. But how about if you do it yourself? That's really what I'm aiming in this video, is doing your book or your manga chapter or whatever. And this is actually my first try, so it's not very neat. I was trying to create something like a manga volume, and because I couldn't find any publisher, so I said, you know, I'm gonna do it by myself. And so I ended up creating this, and it's really simple and it's really nice and easy, and I'm going to explain how that you can do this. Now I'm doing something else here. This is not, I haven't done yet and it's something like a manga collection or manga eyes collection. I just went and looked for some manga eyes, and then I printed them out in A6 size, which is the quarter of a normal printing paper. Now, this really is a super and cool way for you, for say that you want to create a book for yourself, or maybe create something for like this, like a manga collection, manga ice collection, so you can go back at any time. If you know, it will be something like small, handy dandy, easy to be around with you anywhere. So I'll be right back with the stuff that we are going to work with, and in just a second. Okay, I am back again with the stuff that, or your basic stuff that you need in making your little booklet or book or whatever you're going to call it. First of all, you have to choose your favorite size. For say, this is the A65, which is practically small, but this will be like a great idea if, for say, there's a video called 100 Ways to Draw Manga Eyes. And it was created by Mark Curley, and then he had this big image that was on his DeviantArt. So I cut that into about something 36 images or so, and I printed out them in A6. So as you can see, eyes here are kind of big, and you can see all the detailings in them. It really is a nice size for this kind of for eyes. So you can choose A6 if you're doing something like that, or you can choose A5, which is something like the standard size for manga. Let me just show you and compare this with a manga so you can see the difference between the A5 and the manga size. So this is the standard typical A5 notebook, which is almost half the size of a printing paper, and here is the typical size for a manga. This is Mickey Falls from Mark Curley. As you can see, there is some differences, like an inch from up, or something like 2 centimeters from here, and like probably 1.5 centimeter or half an inch, I think, from this side, plus this side, which is the silk part. So that's basically the whole difference between manga size and A5 size. This is the A5 and this is the manga standard typical kind of size. And normally, if you look at your printing setup on your computer, you'll find the A5 size available. And this is what I did. I printed some of my artwork around here. I was trying my new scanner, so I printed that out in A5, as you can see. And I just all I did was cut the printing paper in half and print that. Just tell your printer, or just adjust your printer to A5 size, and then just print it out, and it will come exactly the size what you want. You can always do the A4 typical standard size, but it's really up to you. Here, my printer, I don't know, the colors with my ink is kind of screwed up, so I don't know why it's all greens and blues. So that's what I've had. I think I'm gonna check on my printer, but I thought, you know, let's make a good use of the left ink and let's do something like this. Nice little booklet here. Okay, I'll explain the next step right away. Okay, so you pick your paper type. Do you like to choose printer paper or do you like to choose Canson paper, which is a little bit thicker and denser? It's really up to you. For me, you know, or a lot of people, it's easier to get the hold of printer paper, and that is 80 milligrams. It's a standard printer paper, and as you can see, I've cut that out. It's like a A6, which is the quarter size of a normal printing paper. I cut that out in this kind of size, and then I have this, which is the Canson, or the 140 grams paper, and you can buy whatever color you like. And I just cut that, and after, of course, I printed the stuff that I need and cut that and adjust it so it can be like a decent looking notebook or something. And here's this little bent part. I brought something like a scissor, and all I kept doing was something like this. Kept doing like this with a scissor or anything that will help to kind of show that part. Kind of bent it, because normally when you're benting something like this, it would look something like this. So that could work in small sizes. This was about 20 pages, but this is something like 50 pages, so it wouldn't really look nice if it looked like this. So you just have to keep doing like this until this part appears and bends. I'm not sure what the name of this part is. Anyways, after you've cut the images and adjusted or brought the Canson paper that you like, you know, got the Canson paper that you liked and had the right measurements, all you have to do is just stick it with something like super glue. There are many types of glues, but this one takes hours till it dries. But I gotta tell ya, this baby is rock solid. It's very strong. It does take hours, but it's very strong. And here is what I'm going to use. I'm going to use this because I don't want to use my hands in it. So I'm going to use this little bad boy here. Let's just take this stuff out first. And then I bring my papers. But let me just tell you something. You print out the paper that you want. Make sure that you have a front paper like this and a back paper like this. It's an extra. The reason why is because we are going to stick here one white page, because there will be like leftover glues and you don't want that to appear. So we're sticking this like this, so when you open it, it'll be like this, and the back as well. Because I didn't know that when I did my first book, but I kind of took notice of that a little later. Okay, so we are going to stick. Oh, it's supposed to be like this. Make sure that your papers are in the way that you like. Nice and tidy, and then you take that out. Bring your glue. It's kind of stuck here. Okay, nasty looking scene here. But anyways, here it is. Take some part of this. You have to kind of steady your paper in some way. First of all, you bring something to hold your paper up, and here is this little tricky part. I'm going to show you what I'm going to do in steadying my paper. So here's what I'm going to do. So first of all, I'm going to get something like this, which, you know, this file, I'm not sure what it's called, but this file is plastic and has something that comes out like this. I'm not sure what this name is, but anyways, it's really a great way to hold your paper at one place. So look at this closely. You look at the place that you want to put your your glue on, here's the place that I don't want to put glue here. I want to put it here. Okay? So what I do is I bring that side, which I don't need to glue, here. Okay? And then I bring, after of course adjusting it and making sure that everything is in its place, I bring this and I just put it from any side. And here I have my paper, they're pulled. And I sort of take this out slowly, like so. First I gotta, exit this part, and then I take that out. I don't want my paper to go outside the rollery thing, so sliding it as easy as possible. Make sure that it's in there. There's space. There we go. Okay, so I'm just making sure that everything is fine and everything is all together in one piece. So as you can see, I've got my paper held by this little tiny gadget here, and this is great because you want to hold your paper, and this is probably the best way to do that. I looked through many videos and I wasn't able to find something. There was kind of weird equipment, so I thought, I want to try this kind of neat idea, and this is found in everywhere. So remember, this is the side that I don't want to stick. I want you to stick this side. So I bring my glue and I just start to put a couple of here. Remember, this one takes hours to dry. There are other types of glues that can take much less time. I'm kind of trying to put in kind of a lot because I want the paper to stick together. Okay, like this. And I bring another one to sort of like make sure that the glue is inside. Now see, there's little extra glues that come on this part, so it might end up sticking in the cans and paper which you've got. So that's why we have the extra paper on the back. And here we go again, applying a little more. And bring that again, just try to even it up. Here. I'm gonna keep doing that for some time, so I think I'm gonna switch off or till I feel that I have enough glue, and then I'll be right back. Okay, so I'm practically done here with the amount of glue that I want. So what I'm gonna do is, since already it's kind of wet, I'm gonna bring that paper, which I already prepared and cut, place it carefully, right so. As you can see, it's already prepared and it's already kind of ready. And I am going to do the same thing that I did. I want to sort of like make sure that this won't, I want to put something and just to hold it in its place. So I'm going to bring something like this one. So I'm going to be right back with another one of these to show you how to do, or to show you how to stabilize it. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back with another one of these bad boys here, which is the trick of holding the book or whatever that you're going to call it, and just bring this again, and as I did before, you want to sort of stabilize that. So you're putting this in like this, and here it is. And then you easily drag it out. Just drag it out easily. There. And now the reason why I'm using this plastic cover is because if I directly use this on the paper, I might end up creating little cut parts or parts that will be cut. It won't look that nice. It will look kind of messed out and cut. It will be just weird. So that's why I'm using this, because this will protect it until I just put it in, because these are the problems here. These are the parts that sort of cut the paper. As you can see, it's nasty. So anyways, you leave that to sit for some time. You can kind of take this out right now. I mean, you don't need this anymore because already you have your work glued out. And you just leave that for the night or for a couple of hours and just check it out. See if it's still moist, then you can keep it more time. If it was already dry, then you can use it. Now the last step is just to glue that first page right here, because as you can see, I didn't notice that. You can see parts and bits of the glues are here, so you kind of stick that here with a nice normal glue. It doesn't have to be something like this, which is kind of a nasty smell. And then you'll open this up and you'll finally have your little own book. Now you can choose whatever paper that you can, whether it was normal printing paper or Canson paper or whatever, but make sure that the cover is thicker than the paper inside. You want something to protect the paper from inside, so this one. And of course I like black because it's classic. It's very classic, and this is the kind of a cheap way for you to do like a homemade manga or homemade booklet or something. You know, you can always print your work out on your printer and then just do as I did. Doesn't really take a lot of money. It's kind of cool. And finally, when I'm done, and if all dries, I'm gonna stick that, of course, like this. And it's supposed to open like this. And then you're going to open up and watch your little collection of mangas here. I thought that this might be really helpful for me instead of going around the computer and just zooming in and out to see Mark Curley's 100 eyes. So I thought I want to print them out. It's going to take some time, but it's going to be easier, and you can take this anywhere with you because it's small, size of the palm of my hand. Small is cool. It's a great way to show your artwork, or if you're a person who likes to do manga, then do that. You can always also, of course, do it like back and in front. You know, you can, like, first say here's something and here's something else, or you can just do it from one side. It's really up to you. Now I just want to do this or share this idea with others, because I know a lot of manga gurus don't do this, you know, because they just show you how to draw, but they don't really show you how to sort of make a book or a comic in your house. If you're a young, talented person who likes this, this is a great idea for you. And of course you're going to need a scanner and a printer as a part of the package, and that is basically it. You can find everything I said here in your stationery shop. Just go and ask for it. And will be back with my tutorial. I'm already preparing on that. I think I'm going to start uploading videos by tomorrow or something after tomorrow. And so this was my video for today. I hope this will be helpful to you guys out there, and I hope that you found this very entertaining and sort of creative to make something like a good-looking manga here. So see you soon with another video. Bye bye. If you're wondering what's on my hand, that's not me drawing or coloring on my hand. This is called henna, and basically this is something that was in a convention that I had in my college with different countries, a lot of countries coming together, and every country showing their culture. So that was part of that. They were drawing henna, and I thought I wanted to get one as well. Supposed to disappear in a couple of days. So this is just to keep you informed, so people won't keep asking what the hell is on my hand. I haven't kept drawing or something. It's just henna.